Hey everybody, Eric Worrell here with Andrew Schultz of Realty Edge, a property manager, associate broker, I still get it wrong, of 120 doors here in the Western New York area. And if you watched the previous video, we went back and forth on what associate broker actually means, and Andrew educated me on that, so you can watch that. But today we are talking about a question that came from Abina. And Abina, I gotta give you credit. Typically, we just have landlords that are in the U.S. in this group, but I see that you're from Canada, which isn't far from us here in Buffalo. We're like your sister cousin. But what you asked here...
Sister cousin? Sister cousin?
I just said it, all right? I don't think about what I say. I just say words sometimes. After I said it, I was like, I don't know why I said sister, but whatever. So, here's what Abina said. What do you guys think about painting rentals? Do they have to paint back to the original color when they move? So what are your thoughts on that, Andrew? What do you do with your properties that you manage?
We don't let tenants paint at all, to be honest with you. If they want a wall painted, we'll gladly come in and paint it on their behalf and charge them for the privilege, but we don't let tenants paint. Anytime we've let a tenant paint, they wind up with it everywhere except on the wall. It's on our carpets, it's on the hardwoods, it's on ceilings, it's everywhere except where they were trying to get it. I just don't let tenants paint. The other issue is you find a lot of times tenants will not properly clean up their paint brushes, and they'll leave you a mess in your sink or something like that, or the paint will sit and get hard in the trap, and now you've got a plumbing issue that you've got to straighten out. So we tend to tell tenants, no, you're not allowed to paint.
Yeah, I've learned this lesson myself. I actually let some tenants paint, and they tag the ceiling quite a bit, and I find if your tenant's going to paint, at least in my experience, they're not going to like tape anything off. It's just going to be like a hand, and it's like, it's a rental to them. Like, what do they care? You might get somebody who's a really talented, straight hand and can just run a line. But they finished, and I remember just looking at my ceiling in the apartment and just being like, I shouldn't have let them do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and they always pick like the most vivid colors too. That take like 3 coats of paint to go back over the top of it. And I don't know.
They claim Kills, right? Or isn't it Kills that does the primer and paint in one? I've yet to see that work on a dark color.
I mean, I've tried Kills. I've tried the Bear, the Premium Plus Ultra, which is what we use in most of our units. It doesn't matter. You're still double coating.
That's one of those marketing things where like I hear it and I'm like, I don't think that's true.
Yeah, it's not.
Maybe if there's somebody in the group or on YouTube, if you're watching this, you can comment below if you have had success with a certain product that does a great job of covering up in one coat, paint, primer in one. But I think it's a fabrication, a marketing fabrication at this point.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, unless you're laying it on so thick that it's going to streak and run down the wall and everything, I just don't see it. I don't see it happening.
Or if your tenant painted the wall white.
Right.
Well, thanks again, Andrew, for being on here in another segment of Ask a Property Manager.